Okay, Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. So now let's proceed to the next subtopic, which are subtopic 3.3. So this subtopic is about meiosis. Okay, so in our previous lesson, we already learned about mitosis. So what is the difference with meiosis? Okay, so look at the definition first. So meiosis is a type of nuclear division that produce 4 haploid daughter cell with half number of chromosome as in parent cell. Okay, so meiosis is also a type of nuclear division. So remember, nuclear division means the meiosis also will involve the process of karyokinesis, which it will divide the nucleus. Okay, and then at the end of meiosis, it will produce 4 haploid daughter cell. Okay, so berbeza dengan mitosis, at the end of the mitosis, it will produce 2 diploid daughter cell. But for meiosis, it will produce 4 haploid daughter cell. And then each of the daughter cell, it has half number of chromosome as in parent cell. Okay, so for meiosis, it will occur during gamete formation. And the importance of the meiosis, it will produce gamete. Okay, so for process of meiosis, it will involve 2 successive nuclear and cytoplasmic division. So process of meiosis will start with meiosis 1. So the importance of the meiosis 1, it will separate homologous chromosome. Okay, so at the end, or if you look at the process of the meiosis 1, at the end of the meiosis 1, the number of the chromosome is already reduced by half. Okey, maksudnya baik sahaja berlakunya proses meiosis 1, bilangan kromosom sudah berkurang kepada separuh. Okey, and then one more thing, during meiosis 1 in specific prophase 1, it will allow genetic recombination. Okay, so later I will explain the process of meiosis 1 after this. Okay, and then for meiosis 2, okay, it is to separate sister chromatid. And then if you look at the process of the meiosis 2, actually it is similar with mitosis. Okay, so before we proceed, so look at this diagram. Okay, so let's say if you look at this diagram, so this is the parent cell that has 2n equal to 4. So based on the concept of the process of the meiosis, so firstly you have to know about the homologous chromosome. Okay, so homologous chromosome, it is comes from, one chromosome is from the paternal, okay, or we call this one as the paternal chromosome, and the other one is comes from the mother, or we call as a maternal chromosome. So what happen if both of this chromosome, okay, is pairing together? Okay, so this one we call as homologous chromosome. So the pairing up of homologous chromosome, okay, the process we call as synapsis. Okay, so later I will explain detail. Okay, so if you look at this cell, okay, so since it has 2n equal to 4, okay, so pada asalnya sel ni adalah diploid. So apa yang akan berlaku at the end of the meiosis 1? So the importance of the meiosis 1, okay, it will separate the homologous chromosome. Okay, so kalau kita tengok based on the stages in meiosis, okay, meiosis 1, first it will start with prophase 1 and then next in metaphase 1. Okay, so saya nak awak tengok dulu, okay, gambarannya dekat sini. During metaphase 1, homologous chromosome will arrange or align themselves at the metaphase plate. So if you look at here, sebaik sahaja sudah berlaku crossing over, okay, during the prophase 1, okay, and then selesai sahaja berlakunya proses prophase 1. So what happened to the homologous chromosome? Okay, so homologous chromosome will align at the metaphase plate, okay, during metaphase 1. Okay, so if you look at here, selepas sahaja berlaku metaphase 1, so what happened? Okay, the homologous chromosome will be separated and move to the opposite pole during anaphase 1. Okay, and then the last stage, okay, in meiosis 1 is telophase 1. Okay, so bila sahaja selesai berlaku proses telophase 1 and the process of the cytokinesis occurs, okay, right after of the meiosis 1. So what happened to the homologous chromosome? Okay, homologous chromosome is already separated here, and then in each of this daughter cell, it has 2 chromosome. So kalau awak compare dengan pada asalnya, okay, parent cell here, so pada asalnya parent cell dia adalah 2n equal to 4. So means that at the end of the meiosis 1, okay, bilangan kromosom tu sudah reduce kepada separuh. So kita boleh assume dekat sini, in each of the daughter cell, it will become n equal to 2. Okay, and then the process of the meiosis 1 will continue with the meiosis 2. Okay, so the process of the meiosis 2, it will separate the sister chromatid. Okay, so if you look at here, okay, so at the end of the meiosis 2, 4 daughter cell with half number of chromosome are produce. Okay, now so this is the concept of meiosis. Okay, so now we look at the terms. Okay, so there are several terms that you have to take note, okay, in the process of meiosis. Okay, first of all, you have to take note what is sister chromatid. Okay, so look at the diagram here. So we have the blue color chromosome and also the red color chromosome here. Okay, and then if you look at this diagram, so means that in this cell there are two pairs of homologous chromosome. So what is sister chromatid? It is a replicated form of a chromosome joined together by centromere and eventually separated during mitosis or meiosis 2. So actually sister chromatids ni kita sudah bincangkan dalam proses of mitosis. Okay, so based on the diagram, sister chromatid is like this. Maksudnya based on the structure here, okay, replicated form of a chromosome, okay, which is it will join together at the centromere here. Okay, so ni kita panggil sebagai sister chromatid. Okay, and then what is homologous chromosome? Okay, so homologous chromosome refers to the chromosome pair of the same length, centromere position and staining pattern that possess genes for the same characters at corresponding loci. Okay, so untuk homologous chromosome, chromosome tu mestilah kalau kita tengok dari segi dia punya length adalah sama, and then dari segi dia punya centromere position also will be same, and also it will have or possess same genes, okay, for the some character at corresponding loci. Okay, loci here we refers to the location of the genes, okay, that located on the chromosome. So kalau kita tengok dekat sini, maksudnya in this cell there are two pairs of homologous chromosome. Okay, and then another one term here, okay, kalau dalam chromatid, okay, replicated chromosome that join at the same centromere we call as sister chromatid. Okay, tetapi kalau misalnya chromatid, okay, yang melibatkan different chromosome like this, okay, so this one kita panggil sebagai non-sister chromatids. Okay. Okay, so now we continue with the next terms, okay, in the process of meiosis. Okay, so now we look at crossing over. Okay, so first of all, what is crossing over? It is the reciprocal exchange of genetic material between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome during synapsis. Okay, so if you look at here, okay, the process by which the homologous chromosome is pairing up, so we call as synapsis. So this is the homologous chromosome. So once, okay, homologous chromosome is already formed here, okay, so crossing over will occur between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome. So berlakulah exchange of genetic material between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome. Okay, and then another structure, okay, that you look here, so this is we call as chiasma or chiasmata. So what is chiasma or chiasmata? It refers to the X-shaped region where crossing over occur between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome. Okay, so the region yang saya bulatkan dekat sini, okay, region where crossing over is occur, so we call as chiasma or chiasmata. Okay, and then next, synapsis. Okay, so what is synapsis? It is the process where replicated homologous chromosome pair up during prophase 1. Okay, so during prophase 1, there are several process, okay, several event that you have to take note. So one of it are synapsis. So synapsis is refers to the process where replicated homologous chromosome pair up. Maksudnya bila sahaja berlaku pairing up, okay, of homologous chromosome, okay, so proses pairing up tu kita panggil sebagai synapsis. Okay, and then from synapsis, actually it will form bivalent. So bivalent is a pair of duplicated homologous chromosome formed by synapsis. Maksudnya bila sahaja, okay, terbentuknya structure yang macam ni, okay, so this is the homologous chromosome, okay, so structure ni kita panggil sebagai bivalent. And also, okay, another one we call as tetrad. So tetrad is refers to the cluster of 4 chromatids of homologous chromosome also formed by synapsis. Okay, so let's say the structure. Okay, this structure here, okay, so this is the homologous chromosome. So from the homologous chromosome, when synapsis is occur, so it will form bivalent and also it will form tetrad. So bivalent means kita refer kepada a pair of the duplicated homologous chromosome here. Kalau untuk tetrad, we refers to the cluster of 4 chromatids. 1, 2, 3, 4 chromatids. Dari segi appearance-nya adalah sama. Okay. And then if you look at this one, okay, untuk memudahkan awak untuk faham. So one pair of homologous chromosome, actually it has two chromosome, which is the chromosome is comes from the maternal chromosome, and also the paternal chromosome. Okay, and then it has one bivalent. Bivalent here we refers to the duplicated homologous chromosome. Okay, maksudnya homologous chromosome tu ingat dia mesti kena berada dalam pair. Okay, and then one tetrad. So tetrad we refers to the cluster of the 4 chromatids. 1, 2, 3, 4 chromatids. Okay, and then 4 chromatid here. Okay, so you have to take note, okay, for the process of the meiosis, okay. So awak mesti kena bezakan dari segi maternal and also paternal chromosome based on its color lah. So kalau macam ni saya bezakan dengan color biru dan color merah supaya nanti kita boleh tunjukkan bila berlaku proses of crossing over. So awak boleh tunjukkan bahawa crossing over tu sudah berlaku melalui perbezaan warna pada chromosome. Okay, so before we proceed to the process of the meiosis 1, so you have to take note before meiosis 1 take place, okay, so the cell will undergo interphase first. Maksudnya akan berlaku interphase dahulu. Okay, so actually proses interphase ni, okay, adalah sama sahaja, lebih kurang sama sahaja dengan interphase yang berlaku sebelum mitosis. So what happen during interphase? So chromosome replicate to form sister chromatid, okay, which is it is genetically identical and joined at the centromere. Alright, and then centrosome also will be replicate. So this is the centrosome with centriole pair. So remember, since this is animal cell, so it has centriole, but you have to take note in plant cell it does not have centriole. Okay, and then here is the nuclear envelope. Inside of the nuclear envelope it has chromatid. Okay, and then the event that occurs in the interphase, actually it is same as interphase of the mitosis. So what you have to take note here, before meiosis 1 take place, okay, so interphase will occurs first, and then one of the event that you have to take note, okay, sebelum berlakunya meiosis 1, okay, during interphase akan berlaku chromosome replicate and also DNA replication. Okay.